Hey ladies and gentlemen, Steven here from Redolessence and welcome back to another video. Thank you all very much for tuning in. And in this video, we're going to be taking a closer look at a fragrance by the company Christian Dior. This one goes by the name Fahrenheit Le Parfum, so stay tuned. Now, before I start the review, I do want to mention that Notino.com is the sponsor of this video, so a very special thank you to Notino. I'm going to leave all the links for purchase down below. If you are interested in picking this bottle up, they have really great prices, great customer service, and also a lot of hard-to-find niche fragrances as well. I've used them in the past, so I can vouch for their authenticity. Now, the original Fahrenheit came out back in 1988, the year that I was born. This one came out in 2014, and it is a different perfumer. It's Francois Demachy, who is the in-house perfumer for Dior. So if you've tried the original Dior Fahrenheit and you have a little bit of trepidation surrounding what this one is going to smell like, for example, if you think it's going to smell similar, I think you ought to go out there and get your nose on it because this one does do things differently. I mean, unmistakably, it is a Fahrenheit flanker, but it does do things differently enough to warrant a purchase. Now, the original Fahrenheit has a reputation for having this burning rubber note, petroleum note, leather note, asphalt note. We hear all these different things. Does this one retain that note or does it completely get rid of it? I'm excited to tell you, but let's go ahead and start things off by taking a closer look at the presentation. So the box and bottle look very similar to the newest formulation of the original Fahrenheit, with the exception that it says Parfum here on the front of the box. And the bottle does not say Parfum on it, so it's very easy to mistake this for being the original, but it's not. CD logo at the bottom, CD logo at the top. The cap does click into place. The atomizer is great on this one, great distribution. Let's continue with the smell. Now, like I said, as soon as you spray this on, unmistakably, it is a Fahrenheit flanker, so it does pay an homage to the original. It has elements of the original in there. Now, the original has, a lot of people call it a burning rubber note or a petroleum note. For me, it's not really the leather note that does that, but it's the violet note. And violet has a reputation for being light and ethereal and kind of clean if you look at fragrances like Yves Saint Laurent's L'Homme Libre, or it could be a little bit on the darker side like the original Fahrenheit. This one, on the other hand, it got rid of that petroleum note, but it added a leather note in there. And what I like about the leather note is that it doesn't smell like a tanned hide. It's not animalistic, but it is a nice sort of masculine rough and tumble note without being super aggressive. And I think that's also accomplished by keeping the violet note in there, but maybe one of a more clean variety, and also the inclusion of a rum note. Now, rum is a great note to put in fragrances, whether it's found in Virgin Island Water by Creed or a Luban fragrance like Idole by Luban, both of which I absolutely love. And usually what happens is they throw a lot of spices in there that are also found in the fermentation of alcoholic spirits, hence the smell of an alcoholic note. It is boozy, it's so dense, it has a richness to it, but there's also an added note of licorice. So if you can imagine a sweeter version of the original Fahrenheit with that petroleum note toned down, added booze note, and a touch of licorice, ever so tiny. It doesn't smell like licorice sticks or anything like that. Just enough here to make it smell different and really add a nice level of complexity and uniqueness to the scent. Overall, I really like this one, but those of you who have been following my channel know that I am a huge fan of the original, very sentimental and nostalgic to me, so I'm excited to finish things off with my overall assessment. Now, first up, in terms of the uniqueness, this is a unique scent because it borrows elements from the original Fahrenheit, but it also takes a step forward in doing something on its own, something unique, and I think that for a Fahrenheit flanker, it is a healthy deviation from the original. Longevity was 8+ hours, projection is a solid 2 hours. Versatility is compromised a little bit. I hate to say it, just because this one is more for the colder weather and it's more for upscale scenarios. For example, I wouldn't wear this one casually. It's marketed for men. I think it could be unisex, and the presentation on this one is pretty cool, but I do think the smaller bottles are kind of stubby. Nonetheless, it's the smell that counts, and the final verdict for this one is that I love this scent. Is it one of my favorites? I don't know. I know the original Fahrenheit is one of my favorites. I just love it. It's so different. It does things differently. Such a unique fragrance in the industry. This one is a nod to the original, does things a little bit differently, but do I like the uniqueness of this one as much as I like the uniqueness of the original Fahrenheit? I don't know. All I'm going to say is this one might grow on me, so I'm happy to have had the opportunity to review it. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your support. I would like to know, what do you think of the Fahrenheit flankers? What is your favorite Fahrenheit flanker? Leave a comment down below. I always love the interaction. And once again, very special thank you to Notino for being the sponsor of this video. Don't forget to subscribe for future videos, and remember to enable notifications by clicking on the bell. This way you never miss any future content. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.